I remember growing up that they always pick a few shrimp here or there. Hello. Hi, I'm Rissa. This is my kitchen sink. Today I will be making jambalaya. Fun fact, this is the first dish my mom taught me how to make when I was going to college. If this is your first time here, subscribe below. I got all my ingredients from Whole Foods and I spent around 50 bucks. My mom gave me this recipe. I think she might have found it on like thefoodnetwork.com or some online site, and she's amended it, and I amended it, and it is what it is, which is very meat heavy, I will say, and very spicy. First thing I do is I chop my veggies. Of course, I have the Holy Trinity: celery, onion, and green pepper. It goes in any Cajun dish you make. Also, I'm not very good at the onion chopping. I've watched many tutorials on YouTube. I always cry. It always looks really messy. When I'm by myself, I actually either wear my glasses or my swim goggles to chop onions, but it's not cute, so it's not being done here. Going to college, I was like really worried about food. I knew food halls were the worst thing in the world, and so I asked my mom, what are some dishes I can make that will like last a long time? Whatever recipe I do, I double it. I'm a person who can eat the same meal for a week straight, and it's fine. I feel like, oh, it's been there for 2 or 3 days. It's old, it's bad. I'm like, no. Expiration dates are just a suggestion. I used to mean comments, be like, no, they definitely aren't a suggestion. So I don't eat celery in any other capacity. You know, a lot of girls have it with like their peanut butter, or you know, as a kid with ants on a log. I only like it in like a stew form with lots of seasoning, where I can't taste it at all. But it gives it a good texture. Isn't this so loud, the chopping? A little faster for you guys. The veggies are done. We flip it over and we have our meat board. So I love the smell of sausages. You can smell all of the seasoning in here. Delicious. This is what it looks like on the inside. So like, see the pepper, like here's some paprika, which gives like the beautiful coloring. It might make your food a little salty, but when you eat it, it's like you're living. I get a lot of my inspiration really from my mom. She is the one who taught me how to taste things, taught me to experiment with my cooking. She's like my #1 like cooking role model. More than that, model for life. Here's some raw chicken. Looks kind of gross. I think the shears are really underutilized in the kitchen. Really easy to break apart and clean. My cook style is very like fly by the seat of my pants. Anything goes basically. As long as it's like flavorful. I just hate dry things like dry chicken. Ugh, disgusting. I like using spices. It's cooking, it's not baking, so you can like mess up and easily remedy it. If it's like too much of everything, just add more of everything and hopefully cross your fingers and pray. Now I'm going to mix the meats together. I'm going to add in my seasoning. It's a bunch of different spices. On top is paprika. It's a big staple in Cajun cooking. But before I do, I'm going to go check my book because I don't want to put too much in there. This is my recipe book. It's just like a small 3-ring binder that my mom gave me. It has all of my favorite recipes in it. 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna add my chicken. I'm just gonna kind of coat it. Next step is I'm going to peel, devein, and cut the shrimp. I like to make them a little smaller. I got pretty big ones. I'm just going to cut them in half, more like normal shrimp. Now that has been seasoned, I'm going to rinse off this hand, and then I'm going to pop over and get cooking. Come along. Never have too many onions. I'm going above the suggested amount. That's all it is, a suggestion. You've chopped, you've diced, you've prepped your heart out. This is do or die time. I always believe that if someone asks you for seconds, or if they get seconds, it means you've won. Or they're like very hungry, but mostly you've won. I knew that this dish was fire was when my boyfriend asked me to make it for him. And this is a man who only eats his mother's cooking. The moment he asked for my jambalaya, I knew it was a hit. My bay leaves, which are essential. After adding my rice, I'm going to add in some broth. Value size. It's been around 12 minutes. Now I'm gonna add in my meat. It looks like the pot was just big enough. Any more, we would have been in trouble. My biggest kitchen splurge, I'm really into buying things that will like last me a lifetime, like my cast iron skillets. They're my most purchased item. I figure if like I love them, they'll love me, and we're like a good partner. Love you, girls. So when I'm cooking, mostly what I'm doing is making up dance routines and adding a little booty bump to it while stirring. So So much food, guys. Last step, I'm gonna take the rest of my seasoning and kind of just sprinkle it in there before I go on. You can see the shrimp, you can see the chicken, sausage, a little bit in every bite. And voila, now we will eat. Good. I love making jambalaya for so many reasons. I think because it's a pretty easy dish to make. And also it really reminds me of home. Southern hospitality is a real thing, and it really doesn't matter like what you cook, as long as you put love into it. That's what makes it taste good. Maybe it's something that we're taught in the South. It's how you like show people that you care. Thanks, Mom, for that. So good. Thanks for watching My Kitchen Sink. To subscribe, click here. For more videos, click here. And for the full recipe, it's below.